Alright guys, what's up? I have to state it in every video now I thought about, because people don't see the other videos. They don't know what's going on. If there's any edits or I have to stand up, I have a like a serious back issue right now, and I'm only allowed to sit 20 minutes a day. That's what I'm practicing towards for PT purposes. And but yeah, that's just, if there's any interruptions, that's why. You know, other than that, you guys know me. There's no edits and no bullshit on this channel. It's always been like that. And we were doing an update. Alright, I'm gonna have to start labeling it like certain versions. I gotta go back and check what versions, how many versions he's had, because I've been buying his blowback unit for the HiCapas. Well, 9 to 11 is really first, well, both anyways. I've been buying it since his Merlin edition, which is completely discontinued now, and he's evolved it to Stratos. Yeah, see that? Okay. Didn't look like it was in focus, but if there's two airsoft companies I really respect, is Guns Modify and Volante. These two guys are always trying to improve their products. It's not like they just, you know, make a product and then move on to something new. No, he's done so many iterations, like, you know, evolutions. Hey, this doesn't work, okay, I'm gonna change this. He keeps on improving it. And Gun Modify, they both do the same thing. You can just see how many, you know, zero hammers he, you know, Guns Modify has, and then how many versions he's improved this, and how many times he's improved his Glock version as well. So I really like him. Big respect to him. This is the new one. What he's done so far, from my understanding, is the material has been changed to a DuPont Palm. I believe it's glass, but I'd have to check. But I think it's a DuPont. I forget the number, but he's done a material revamp. He's worked on the cylinder, and then he's also done qual modifications here. Now, what happened on my original one, and I will say, guys, I am not using it for what it's intended for. He really marketed for steel slides. I'm pushing it, and I'm using it in aluminum slides and plastic slides. Quite honestly, the steel slides are pretty rare. They're hard to find. You can find a couple here and there. Two, they're really heavy. Alright, and they're very pricey. Three, actually is wrong. It's supposed to be, one is they're rare, two is they're expensive, three, they're what was I going to say? They're just not really good for skirmishing. They're more for collectors, show off kind of thing. You wouldn't really go skirmish with a full steel gun, because just one is going to be heavy. The only time I ever build full steel guns are for people who cross train and collectors mostly, or people who want to show off. Those are the three I don't build for skirmishers. And you guys know me, I'm a player by heart. I'm not like a collector or that kind of stuff. I do cross train as well, so I have a full steel gun myself. But regardless, the point is, that's what it's marketed for. But I'm using it for aluminum slides because I want that recoil. Now, when people ask me to build them heavy recoil, I will usually always say, okay, go with the Stratos first. Is it in focus? Okay, my eyes aren't so good these days, but the two biggest recoil kings are, number one is Stratos. He's definitely the king. No one comes close to him. What I love about it is when you buy it, it's literally this. It's all in one. You don't have to do anything. You literally just get it and you just plop it in. If you're not familiar with it, or you never seen an unboxing of it, just go check my first video on it. This is going to be an update video because he's changed the design, the loading nozzle design, as I mentioned. And quick thing, if you guys have bought it already and you're having any efficiency issues, I already ordered the O-rings, and that's probably going to be update number 2. Is I'm going to see if there's any difference for me personally if I change the O-ring, because he gave me I talked to him and he gave me some information on that. Now you guys see, let's zoom in to make sure I say it clear as possible. Okay, cylinder, loading nozzle. Alright, for the loading nozzle, you're going to get the O-ring AN012. Alright, I'll say it one more time. AN012. For the cylinder, AN013. Alright, one more time. AN013. Go put it on Google. I don't know where it's going to be outside of America. For me, the store is called rubberstore.com. It's the first one that came up. I think they're related to O-ring.com, O-ring store, which I bought from numerous amounts of times. And that's the O-ring you want to buy if you're having efficiency problems. Like I said, I got this. You know, I have to test it myself, and I'm going to be doing it on HPA. I do have some gas mags here, but maybe we'll shoot a couple. But I'm more like, I just want to plug and play and see how we're doing, because the one thing I noticed is the window is much smaller on the newer one. So that's something I'm curious about, to see if it still has that womp, that big power. And I actually I need to go check his store and see if I can buy original parts, because this loading nozzle, even when it broke, if you check the other video, I talked about it, because this is where it broke, the claws right here. Let me zoom in. You guys see, this part broke and the left part broke. It still works. It's not, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, so I want to get the internal, so I can essentially have, right, motorcycle. I essentially want to, you know, have 2 loading nozzles, because even with this claw broken, it still works. So you know, I never had an issue. You know, I wanted to be honest, I want to run this in the ground until I just can't use it anymore. But like, it's still usable. But you know, I had to take out the internals to put it into the new one. If you guys need an installation guide, let me know. It's very straightforward. I'll try to walk you through right now. I don't want to take this apart because I want to shoot it first. You're going to see there's a little screw here, right here. Unscrew. That's the first thing you're going to do. You're going to take it out, and what you're going to see is like a brass cap right here, and you're going to see the claw thing. So what you want to do is you want to just pull this out a little, and then you're going to twist it, and then this should come, the claw section will just come right off. All right, now you can see, let me zoom in for you guys. He says you're going to want to punch the pin out. Now check both sides. There might be a side where the pin is like just recessed a little bit more. Use that side to punch it out. I have like a, I see this is my punch. You just punch it out, and if you can't punch it out all the way, go ahead and get you know, tweezers and pull that pin out. Once you pull that pin out, okay, let's zoom back out. Once you pull that pin out, the brass cap is going to come out, and there's going to be a little spring attached to it. All right, so that will be like a one piece, but it's 2 pieces. And then next, what's going to come out is the rocket valve and then a rocket spring. So there's a total of 4 parts inside the loading nozzle, and technically the cylinder. Okay, and that's it. It's very straightforward. If enough of you want me to like actually do a live you know, port over or whatever, that's fine. I'll do that. I'll do that maybe for the update 2 when I get the O-rings in, and I'm going to check the website, see if I can buy internals, or maybe ask if I can buy it from him separately. Because to be honest, I don't want to stop not using this, and I have an extra housing, so you know, what the hell? Why not? Okay, now let's do a weigh-in for those who are new to the Stratos. This is the screw that comes with. Alright, it's 44 grams. So this is, it's heavy, alright, it's up there. It's not heavier than a TM, but it's very close. Alright, here's the TM with an AIP loading nozzle. This is 48, so this is about 4 grams off. Stock TM AIP internal. This is the original one, right? The originals one were cool. They were my favorite budgets. The only thing I really hated was the window were very small, and you'd have to mod them to get like a good flow, or whatever. The new AIP ones, anyone that's defending them, any store that's selling them, I don't know how to say this, but don't listen to them. Don't buy them. Maybe people are getting lucky, but they're bullshit. All right. This is just 2 of them. I have a box full of them. I've gone through a good amount myself. All right. You can't fix this. If you got lucky and it broke right here, you can actually fix this. This is doable. All you gotta really do is just heat up and put a pin in there, or you can just put a pin in there and epoxy on. There's a lot of methods you can do to fix this, but it doesn't change the fact that this is. Look at this. This is barely even used, and this one is next to impossible to fix. Okay, realistically, it's right. Alright, well, so mini rant. I just watch out. They're definitely. I love AIP, but their new loading nozzles are on my shit list. I won't buy them. I won't touch them. And any store that sells them or pushes them to you, that's just, most stores really don't know what they're doing, to be honest. They're just trying to sell shit. But anyway, let's move on. That's why I know if I ever do my store is going to be different, because I'm only going to sell shit I like. I don't care if it's, a pain in the ass to sell or it takes a long time. That's one thing you'll get with me. My store will be only stuff I like. Alright, let's put it in. This is my breast cancer gun. I'd like to say my mom is breast cancer free. Still, I'm very happy, very thankful. She just got her mammogram done about like a month ago, because we've been needing to do a lot of tests. Unfortunately, we have another issue going on, but we're just one step at a time. All right. So shout out to anyone out there that's hopefully their moms or dads can have it too, are doing good. Okay. And I just want to see if this works. We'll probably just shoot it, and then that'll kind of be it for this episode. I just say episode. Episode, but update. Second update. I want to see if that O-ring, those two O-rings he told me, AN0112 and 113, increased it. So what we'll do in the next update video is maybe we'll focus more on mags efficiency, and we'll see how that goes. We'll just shoot it now, but I just want to shoot it, okay? I want to see how it feels, and then just use the other video for the old reference. Maybe that's probably what I should have done, but unfortunately, just sitting for me is hard right now, so I gotta choose my my battles. Okay, I just want to see if it fires. Really, if it still has that, that power. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold the. This is not short stroked. This Oh yeah. The one thing I don't know if you can tell by sound, but you feel it in the palm of your hand, because this is where, kind of the recoil is in this, man. Oh shit. I gotta give it to him, man. It's mean, dude. Alright, let's just try and guess, Mag. It'd be crazy if he ever made a full auto version. I would never want to shoot that. That would probably be close to maybe if you had like a full auto 2.2, because when you get like full. Okay, so this mag doesn't want to go in here. Alright, this one doesn't want to go in here, the base plate. Is there gas in here? Let's see if this works. Is it feeding? Yeah, let me see if it's actually. I want to see if it's actually feeding. Okay, that didn't feel as, the HPA felt much better, and honestly the propane should feel much better. Let's just see if it's feeding. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, fine. That's it for update 1. Update 2, let's, I think that's going to be more, when the O-rings come in, I want to see if that increases the felt recoil and the efficiency. I'll figure out, maybe we'll think about that. What we'll do is, okay, I'm at 15 minutes, my back is okay so far, but anyways, update 2 will be getting the O-rings. If enough of you that actually own the Volante want a installation guide or a switch over guide, just let me know. But make sure, I don't want to just do it if you guys just want to see it. But if you actually own it, I will take the time to actually do. I'll probably make that a separate video. And then another thing that's very important. You notice how I was talking about, hey, didn't feel as strong, because propane should feel stronger. This is only, the HPA is only 128, but 120, oh my god, it's 120 psi. But the most important thing, if I'm honest with you guys need to figure out what seal works well with your system. And it could work well. I could put this blowback unit in that slide. That's a Guts and Bro one, and I could put it in there. It could be just fine with the Pro. And there's a lot of variables, but the one thing you guys should make sure is, this is Pro in, this is stock TM. I don't have it on me. Okay, that's stock TM. There's there's 9-ball gaskets, there's UAC. Figure out which gasket works best with your Stratos. And when you put it in here, when you put the mags in, and if you equally put propane in all the mags, you should be able to feel the power of which magazine works best with the Stratos. There are the Glock ones and the original Merlin. I don't know if the Glock one has been updated or not, but they originally came with their own gaskets because he was trying to get that best seal. These don't need it anymore because they work now, but in reality is you still need to make sure you have a very good seal. So focus on that. If you own the Stratos and it feels great, but you want a little bit more, start working on your mags. Work on your mags and get that seal to be tight as possible. I have to figure out because see, I want to build this one up. This one, the original one, was in my steel gun. I'm gonna put that back into the steel gun, and the extra one I want to put into aluminum slide, because I do want my steel gun to have that power in it, and it does with the steel slide. So focus on the magazine, but first make sure you choose the HiCapa or 1911, whatever one, which one you want to be. Make that choice first. This is my Stratos pistol, etc. This is my Stratos pistol. Okay, I'm putting it in here. Next, I need to figure out what mag works the best with it. If you want to run high flow valves, if you want to run a stronger hammer spring, those are things you need to consider, and then you need to consider the magazine gasket as well. That's on your job, to make it the strongest it can be. He makes it very strong, but you can make it even stronger by paying attention to those areas. Okay, I hope that helps you guys. High recoil builds are honestly fun. I don't build a lot of them. I probably built no more than maybe, I don't know. I would have to think about it really hard. It was mostly 3-gun trainers. These guys were training, I have a friend in Texas, I got a friend in Louisiana, a friend in New Hampshire. These guys I built for them a lot, and they would always want a 1-to-1, the most recoil, the most weight. And these guys are the ones that I'm putting Volante into their blowback unit, and then they're expensive builds because I had to take the time to figure out which system worked the best for them. Which magazine, which high flow valve, and they're running sometimes they'll run CO2 depending on the temperature over there, because some of them were out in the east, which gets very cold, and you're gonna want to run CO2 inside, or get that oomph. And they don't run HPA, so every build's gonna be different. If you're running HPA, yeah, crank it up, but make sure your gun can handle it. Cause this isn't for it's not for a pussy system. You need to actually make sure your gun is reinforced. Okay, this is intended for full steel. No, not Yeah, but it's intended for steel. Alright, I've talked enough. That's my 20-minute mark. I'm doing okay. Alright, good seeing you guys. Take it around. I will have an update. I don't know when. Alright, that's down the road. Okay, peace.